Hi and welcome back to the channel. It's true, my name is Norf, and you may remember 21 days ago I'd set myself a challenge. You may recall I had to upgrade from the Samsung Galaxy S8, this small device that I've got here. I was given a choice to upgrade to a new device. I had to transition to this new device, and the new device that I plan to be using is the mighty Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. You may also remember that I said that I wasn't going to go through any of the technical specs. The question that I was going to ask myself is, will this new device make me more productive? So where do you think I ended up on the answer to that question? If you're not quite sure, stick around and let's get started. Upgrading to a brand new device is a really personal thing. You've got a choice of robot-based products, fruit-based products, and maybe a few others in between. And you've got to live with your device for a considerable amount of time. Smartphones specifically. In my case, I've got to live with this new Samsung S21 Ultra for the next 3 years. So it's got to do exactly what I need it to do and more. But the question still remains, will this Galaxy S21 Ultra make me more productive? So I set up 3 criteria by which I can answer that question, will this device make me more productive? The 3 criteria were setup and how long it takes to do that, and is it going to be easy or pretty difficult? My second measurement criteria was size and weight. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is a bit of a unit. And the third criteria was relatively simple. Usability. What's it like to use day in, day out? So first, let's start with setup and how long it took to transfer all of my content from my S8 to the S21 Ultra. Beautifully, Samsung have a great app called Smart Switch, and I had the pleasure of using this when I switched from my LG G4 to cut over to my Samsung Galaxy S8. And it made the whole transfer of data from one device to another one so much easier. So the data transfer piece and cutting over from the S8 to the S21 Ultra was really straightforward. I didn't have any challenges using the Smart Switch app supplied by Samsung moving from the S8 to the S21. So that bit was relatively painless. It did take about 3 hours to transfer 150 gigs worth of data from the S8 to the S21 Ultra, but that's fine. The transfer was done via cable. It was just much easier to plug the 2 devices together and to get them to talk and get Smart Switch to do what it does best. So that, for me, quids in. Happy days. There were 1 or 2 applications that I did have to download and make sure that they were correctly installed and updated, but that's all part of the setup. So that took about 3 to 4 hours to get done. I said that I wasn't going to say too much around the tech specs, and there's lots of others that have done great in-depth comparisons between the S21 Ultra and other devices that are currently on the market. But in terms of my view on the device compared to the S8, this is a go-like-stink smartphone. In terms of size and weight, for me, moving from the S8 to the S21 Ultra really has been a game changer. In terms of comfort, the S8 really did feel very small and lightweight in my 10-inch wide mitts. But the S21 Ultra really does fit nicely inside the palm of my hand. So for me, that's a tick. And with regard to weight, I'm a relatively big lad as it stands anyway, so the weight for me really is neither here nor there. You can feel it's got some weight behind it, but for me, it feels comfortable and well balanced in the hand. The other test that's absolutely imperative is the pocket test. Productivity does come in all shapes and sizes, and this new device is no exception. The device has got to be able to fit in my pocket, I've got to be able to take it out easily, and the barrier to usability has got to be extremely low if I'm going to be as productive as possible using the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. And compared to the S8, the fit in my pocket is pretty good. The Samsung Galaxy S8 is really smooth to the touch. So one of the things I thought I would do before I took it out into the big wide world was to get a case for it. Exactly the same thought went through my head with the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I actually bought 2 cases. One of the cases I'm going to return. I'd love you to put a comment down below which case you think I'm going to return. Is it going to be the Ultra Rugged Armor case? Or will it be the thin case that I will return? Comment down below, let me know what you think. I'll give you the answer right at the end of this video. In terms of usability, the Smart Switch app did a fantastic job. As I'd said, there were 1 or 2 applications that I did have to install and upgrade, but that was absolutely fine. The greatest usability feature that I have found is that massive 6.8-inch razor-sharp screen. It is absolutely exquisite. The difference between seeing that on the S21 Ultra moving away from the S8 really is outstanding. And for me, this is one of the biggest usability features that this device has. It really does pack a picturesque punch when you look at that screen. I've discovered for maximum productivity on the home screen, I can put all of the applications that I need on a day-to-day basis. In other words, I don't have to deep dive into lots of folders, they're all there in one place. Another thing that I love about the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is the fact that you can put most of the device into dark mode. Arguably a great feature that's been added to the Android OS. Certainly for me, productivity and usability wise, if I'm going to be reading a lot on the device, I want to make sure that my eyes are really not being strained. Personally, I love the contrast with having a black background with crisp white text, and to be able to put most of the device into dark mode, this is easily achieved. It makes things so much easier on the eyes. Of course, you know that the device has a 6.8-inch screen and it's top to bottom full of screen, save for the little camera that's just at the top in the center. And the other thing that I noticed was the refresh rate. The refresh rate is 120 Hertz, which means it refreshes 120 times every second. And it is probably the best smartphone screen that is currently on the market today at the making of this video. It truly is an outstanding achievement by Samsung. And the reason why I have mine set to 120 Hertz is that I'm getting a little bit more mature in my years, let's just say. And I need a screen that really is very good. And before you say it, I'm maturing like a fine wine, not like a fine cheese. There's nothing wrong with my hearing. I heard you think that. All of this does come beautifully packaged with a rather large price tag. So back to the original question, will the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra make me more productive? The answer to that question is yes, almost definitely. But is it worth that hefty price tag? Well, time will tell. And that's it for this week. We looked at those 3 criteria that I set myself 3 weeks ago, answering that specific question, will this device make me more productive? The criteria were setup and how long it takes to do that, and was it relatively straightforward and easy? The second criteria that we looked at was size and weight. Will it be okay? And does it pass the pocket test? And the third was usability. I'm curious to know which case you thought I went for. And to put you out of your misery, this was the case that I went for. I decided I would go for the thin, lighter weight case. It feels much better in hand. It also feels much better in the pocket. And that's it for this week. I am curious to know, are you looking to get an upgrade? If so, which device are you planning to go for? And why are you going for that device? Is it for productivity or is it for other reasons? Please do leave me a comment below. You know that I love the number 3. I'd love you to do 3 things for me, please. If you like the content, please do give me a thumbs up. Please also subscribe to the channel and remember to hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on when I upload brand new content to the channel. Again, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.